2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Great to have my mate Rich Beam beside me. And Rich, as this next player begins their round, what do you think of their chances here today?
Should be a lot of nerves. They got the lead. They've been sleeping on it overnight. That is never an easy thing to do. Almost an uncomfortable situation at times, but they are playing well, so they have that confidence going into the final round. But this is going to be a tough afternoon ahead.
Well, it's all promising to be a good day. Can't wait to see what happens. Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. Playing from around 190 yards out. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, Rich, a shot for the ages.
That was sensational, Luke.
And it's time to recap that play.
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. Here we have it. Try to feed off the eagle and build on that momentum here.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, just missed. That'll sting a bit. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. And well holed. Let's move on. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Here we are at the third. Tee shot is looking good here. Time for the second shot into the third. Chosen the pitching wedge here. That was wonderfully done. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
This one's dialed in. That's a fast start if I've ever seen one, Rich.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
Currently in first position. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Oh, get in. That one had eyes for it the whole way.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Still in the lead now after that hole. Next up is this 2-shot hole.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
He's got, I'd say a solid 145 here.
Yep, that shot's safely on the green.
Already made a few birdies today. And this is another good look.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. It's just about 3 feet away. Leading by 9 strokes after that one. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
Second shot here on the 6th. This is a par putt. This has eyes for the hole. Wow, that's misjudged. This putt is about 17 feet long.
Yeah, putting for bogey here. Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here at the 7th. 5 feet coming up to the cup. And that putt will drop and he'll extend his lead. And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in second place. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
And coming up well short.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Well, you like the look of those hands.
Great touch.
Okay, let's head to the next. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Time for the second shot here at the 9th. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. Yeah, well played. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? A par putt awaits. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
So impressive all week long. I gotta say, this player is on top of the golfing world at the moment.
Well played, mate. Second shot here at the 10th. That's a high-quality recovery shot.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
Little birdie look in here.
Our leader really starting to gap the field now. Their advantage is 9 shots. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Nicely done. Here we have the second shot into the 11th. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 and 2.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
Oh, that's a ripper. Moments like that deserve another look.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
This player must be in heaven. Their lead is now 11. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Going with the pitching wedge here. Getting ready to play their third. Yeah, that's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. We've arrived at a par 4.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. If you find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
And he's down there.
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
And choosing the 8-iron here. That was a beauty.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Oh, what a stroke. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. He's currently sitting in first place. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Going with the 7. That's disappointing.
It needed to put some draw on that one, but just couldn't get it dialed in.
And here we are with the third shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. That's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
And this one is for bogey. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, I thought that one was going in. He has this putt to save his par.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Solid par putt, that.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
A 14-footer. Get excited. This could go in. That gets the job done. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Let's see what happens here at the 17th.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. And here we are with the third shot. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Oh, so close. An opportunity to make their par. That's well holed. Now 8 shots in front. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. That's a bit out of shape. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Can't fault him there. This rough is nasty. No fault in missing the green.
And if this chip drops, he'll win the event. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Such soft hands.
All right, let's keep the focus here. This is to win the event. Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Oh, absolutely. They silenced the giant today. They got the job done against the odds. We shouldn't ever have doubted them. There was some spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.